Hey, what's up guys, it's Garrett here. Today we're going to talk about what kind of home you can buy with $500,000 in one city versus the other city. So let's just dive on into it. Now we're going to go through the list of homes here. They're not all $500,000. Some of them are $480,000. You know, you get the deal. I try to get it right there at $500,000, but just in some locations there were no homes for exactly $500,000. So they're all within 20, maybe 30 grand of each other. The first home we're going to be taking a look at is from Glasgow, Kentucky. It is selling for $480,000. It is a 4-bed, 3-bath, 5,000 square feet. It was built in 2012, has 3 parking spaces, the lot size is 0.75 acres, and the price per square foot is $95. The next house on the list is from Staten Island, New York. It is selling for right at $499,900. It is a 3-bed, 1-bath, 2,400 square feet, built in 1955. The lot size is 4,186 square feet, and the price per square foot is $205. Now why is that? Why can I get double the square footage in Kentucky versus in New York for the same price? Kind of think of it as supply and demand. In New York, the demand for housing is going to be high. That means that the supply is going to be low. In Kentucky, the demand for housing is going to be low, but the supply of houses around is going to be high. That's why you can get double what you pay for in Kentucky versus what you would get in New York. And a lot of people think, yeah, Garrett, that's common sense. If I live in Kentucky, I'm going to get a better home for the same price as if I lived in New York. But a lot of people don't realize that you can live in the same state, but maybe only 30 minutes to an hour away from a bigger city and get a better home for the same price. Now, to prove my point, it doesn't matter what state you live in. It matters what city you live in. Let's take a look at these next two houses. One's in Los Angeles and one's about an hour away from Los Angeles. And we'll really see what you get for your money just from being an hour away from each other. So this next house is pretty much close to right downtown Los Angeles. It is going for $500,000. It is a 4-bed, 2-bath, 2,000 square feet. It was built in 1902 and the lot size is 3,800 square feet. The price per square foot is $242. Now let's compare that house to one that's in Palmdale, California, which is about an hour and 17 minutes away from each other. This one is going for $510,000. It is a 5-bed, 3-bath, 3,600 square feet. It was built in 1987, 3 parking spaces, so you actually do have a garage, and it's on the lot size of 0.28 acres. Price per square foot is $141. That is a big difference from just being an hour away from each other. But I get it, if you do not have a vehicle and you have to take transit busing, then yeah, you might have to live in downtown versus living an hour away and you can't get to work. But if you do have the luxury of having a vehicle, then I highly suggest that you live an hour, maybe 30 minutes away from wherever your work is, if it's in a downtown area, because you will get more for what you pay for and a lot nicer of a home if you live on the outskirts versus living in the downtown. But now, just for fun, let's go look at different houses in different states and see how they compare. The first one we have is in Colorado. This one is going for $506,000. It is a 3-bed, 3-bath, 2,400 square feet. It was built in 2019, so pretty much brand new house. Has an attached garage, 8,500 square feet, and the price per square foot is $205. Now let's look at one from North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. This one is going for $500,000 pretty much on the dot. This one is a 4-bed, 4-bath, 3,900 square foot. It was built in 2003, has an attached garage, 0.3 acres, and the price per square foot is $128. Now let's take a look at what $500,000 would get you in Arizona. This one is $500,000. It is a 4-bed, 3-bath, 2,900 square foot. It was built in 2004. 11 parking spaces. That's a lot. 1.2 acres, and the price per square foot is $170. Now let's see what you could get in Miami. This one is $500,000. It is a 3-bed, 3-bath, 1,900 square foot, and it was built in 1935. That pink paint is nasty looking. Don't know why anybody would ever paint their house that. But it was on a 0.31 acre lot, and it's $253 per square foot. Now the last house we have on our list is from Stillwater, Oklahoma. It is going for $499,000. It is a 3-bed, 3-bath, 3,300 square foot house. It was built in 2003, has an attached garage to it. It's an acre lot, and it's going for $148 per square foot. So what we kind of took away from this video is, yes, it does matter what state you live in, and yes, it does matter what city you live in. If I live in downtown Kentucky, I'm going to get a lot more for what I pay for versus if I live in downtown California. But if you've always wanted to live in that one state, then yes, the housing market's going to be cheaper on the outskirts than versus the downtown. And if you want to live in downtown and you have the money to, go for it. But I highly suggest if you can make that 30 to an hour minute drive, then the outskirts is going to be a lot better because you're going to get a lot more for what you pay for. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys took something away from this video, all I ask is if you push that like button, and I'll see you on the next one.